you heard anything about Starfield?
Vaguely. That's
it's
that.
Bethesda's. Bethesda Studios' newest game, akin to like Skyrim and shit.
It's Skyrim, but in space.
It is. You explore planets and build a ship and talk to NPCs and commit space crimes, probably.
Yeah, but not really, because it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah. I've heard so far it's really good. I do think it's really funny that people think it's going to be Game of the Year.
Oh.
Because... Well, it's like the diehard like Bethesda fans that are like, this game is better than anything I've played.
That's all they play. Skyrim. Now they've got Space Skyrim.
I know. Now they've got 2. But like, it's not even close to like Baldur's Gate 3 or Tears of the Kingdom or anything.
Look, if it didn't reach my radar, it certainly isn't winning Game of the Year.
Absolutely. Exactly.
That means it's not reaching outside its niche group.
Right. Exactly. However, I did see one thing about it. There was I don't want to say popular, or I can't say popular because I don't know. But there was a streamer that bought Starfield and made a Twitter post that was like, I'm going to be returning Starfield and uninstalling. It asked for my pronouns.
Oh, the inhumanity. Pronouns.
I have no idea. It wasn't explained within the tweet or any of her following tweets that she didn't like that they were asking for pronouns, or that it didn't seem like she had a problem with pronouns, but I guess she just didn't want them in her game.
No pronouns in my games. We only use names.
One of the top replies was just a screenshot of her Twitter profile, and it said nerdy gamer girl. And it's like, you're using your own pronoun in your bio. Why do you have an issue if you have to identify in game?
Ridiculous.
You're already doing it.
No, how dare it ask me my pronouns?
Yeah, it's just like, what is this is ridiculous. I hate it.
Actual brain rot.
One of the virgin content creators.
That's right. Even worse.
That's just that is now just like lingo on the Your Ridiculous podcast. Is from now on, it's just anything that like fits into that category. They're just a virgin content creator.
We'd love to see it. We're making.
What was you said? What, Chad Hippie or something?
Yeah, Chad True Hippie or something.
Yeah, something like that. So someone will go back and find it out. But those are the 2 genders. Welcome to episode 90 of Your Ridiculous.
Whoa!
Can you believe we're only 10 away?
Wow, huge.
From death.
If yours.
We're like anus.
Unis Audis.
Whatever. They did it for a whole year. Actually, technically, we should be dead already.
Yeah, true. Over a year. We're pushing our senile years.
We're slowly fading off into a senile nursing home. My name is Luke. I'm one of your hosts. As always, with me, the illustrious Wolfie.
It's
my
me.
companion. That's you. Last week, we talked about the Streamy Awards and how the audience was ungrateful people.
That's right, we did.
But this week, no more Streamy Awards. We're going to be talking about Netflix's newest show, the One Piece live action.
Yeah.
I should have said the live action One Piece. It's not called
said
the
it
One
backwards.
Piece.
The One Piece.
Listen, they say
go
that.
On Google.
Maybe. You never know. You don't know what I'll do. I'm crazy. Let's get right into it. Wolf, what is One Piece?
One Piece is an anime that was part of the big 3 way back when, and it's the only one still going and the only one still good.
Wait, okay. Is the second, or not second, but one of the other 2 Cowboy Bebop?
No. Different generation.
Okay, give me a hint.
It's one I've watched.
Okay, well, literally that narrows it down from like 5 million to like 2 million.
It's old and I've watched it. It actually narrows it down quite a bit.
Oh, is it the mech show? Oh, Evangelion?
No, that's actually part of the Cowboy Bebop generation. One more hint.
Okay.
It's one of the ones you still see like merch about. It's the one everyone watched as a child. The ones everyone watched as a child.
Oh, this isn't helping me. I don't know what merch. All right,
Like the big
or,
three.
Or give me another hint. Give me another hint.
It's like they haven't gotten anything new, but they still get stuff. Like you'll just see it casually out on the store, in like a Walmart or a flea market.
Flea market. When's the last time you've been to a flea market?
It's been a while.
All right, I don't know. Tell me.
The big three were Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto.
Oh, okay. I never would have guessed Bleach. I know what it is, but I never would have guessed.
Yeah, Bleach is the.
I should have gotten Naruto for sure. Yeah, that rookie mistake by me.
Indeed.
I did know that one. That one was obvious in retrospect. All right. Yeah, continue anyway.
Yeah, they were called that because they were like the big hot sellers for like at the same time for like years.
Mm-hmm.
Bleach fizzled off and died. Set itself on fire, really. Naruto ended as a senile old man, and then they revived it. Poor thing, the poor horse.
Right.
And One Piece is still going strong.
Yeah, they refused to kill it. It's unlike the dead horse that was Bleach and Naruto. Yeah. They've just kept fixing this horse's leg.
Yeah, this horse is nice and healthy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow. My God.
We'll get to that later, maybe. I have strong thoughts on that. But what? There's over 1,000 episodes now.
Yeah, something like that.
And over 100 or 200 chapters.
I think that you flipped that the other way. There's over 1,000 chapters, and probably double that in episodes with all that damn filler.
Episodes of One Piece. There are 1,075 episodes of One Piece.
All right. Well, there's 10,090 chapters.
Holy fuck. Okay. I was way off on the chapter. I knew I was right about that.
They're closer than I thought they'd be in numbers.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. I guess that is fair to say going strong. No chance of slowing. This is from 97 as well.
Yeah. You wouldn't have heard this, but he made like an announcement. Like they just finished a big arc, and he was like, all right, now we're in the main part of the story. We're in the real part of One Piece. That was all just set up. That was the prologue.
What the fuck? There's no... Okay, I'll get to that later. Remind me, because I have so much to say about it. Well, not so much.
Yeah.
Very strong opinion about it. All right. One Piece. And so they made it a live action, because of course they did.
They did indeed. And somehow, some way, they didn't fuck it up.
It's actually good. We'll say it from the start.
Yeah.
It's good.
Like, wow.
I guess another talking point we should get to is how much we each know about One Piece.
I probably know more than you.
Oh, that's a given. But you also haven't watched it, right? Like, not officially?
I've watched some of it, and I read a lot of the manga in high school because I had a subscription to the magazine.
Okay. How far did you get? Do you remember roughly?
It was like during like a prison arc. It was like during the prison arc where he finds his brother. But I also started in a weird spot too.
Oh, okay.
I've jumped around. I've seen, I think watching it, I made it to like a little past the Candle Island, or the Candle Villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped, and then I randomly picked up the manga.
Yep. And then you just now kind of are an observer just by how popular it is.
Yep.
You just like, because you're already in that sort of anime fandom, you just naturally hear things about it.
Naturally, yes.
Right. My affiliation with One Piece is that I know it exists. I know it's popular. I know it's still one of the biggest names out there. I know that it has a time skip arc.
I didn't know that.
That seems ridiculous, but it's there. So I don't, but I've never watched it. I also have never made fun of it because unlike Demon Slayer, it has currently given me no reason to make fun of it.
That's fair.
So, fuck you, Demon Slayer. But yeah, that's our knowledge of One Piece. So I went into this pretty much close to completely blind.
Yeah.
And Wolf, you went into it with all the knowledge that you had.
Yeah, my vague knowledge. My approximate
I just started
knowledge.
watching. The reason we didn't even discuss like doing an episode about this. The reason we did an episode was because I saw one clip of it on TikTok and then scrolled for another like minute. And then the next 14 TikToks were all One Piece clips.
Inundated you with them.
And I'm like, well, fuck me. I guess I have to watch this now. Or at least, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Because like what I saw, I thought was cool. Like, so I might as well give it a shot. And really popular right now. Maybe if it's reasonable, we can milk an episode out of it. But it's really good. We'll get to that a bit later. For now, I just want to run through the characters.
Alrighty.
Unless you have anything to say before that.
I started watching it because first you were praising it, and then I didn't see people like on Twitter like shitting all over it. So like hold on. Let me see what's up.
Yeah. Let the let the master in. Get a fair judge for yourself. I didn't praise it. I was just like
you were talking about it. I was like,
I was talking about it. I basically said, this isn't hot garbage, and I'm like, okay,
that's high praise for a live action anime.
Also, high praise from me.
Indeed.
If something's not shit, and I'm talking about it, it's probably all right. Main character, Monkey D. Luffy.
That's right.
Stupid name.
You leave him alone.
I don't know what this name is or why. This is a whole family name, which find out later. Spoiler ahead if this wasn't obvious, but captain of the later named Straw Hat Pirates,
yes,
the crew, ate the devil gum fruit, which basically just turned his whole body into rubber.
Yeah.
And believes that he's going to find the One Piece and become king of the pirates.
Yeah, that's his dream.
That is. And he also believes that everyone, like himself, has a dream and a goal that they should always be working towards.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can say this without fucking it up.
You've already gone wrong.
I overthought it. I was saying it fine earlier. I overthought it.
Yeah, psyched yourself out.
Myself. Roronoa Zoro. It's a tough one. The Demon Pirate Hunter. Best name or whole moniker in the whole group, honestly.
Yeah, he's the Scotland.
Yeah, he's what? Scotland? First mate to Luffy, vows to be the greatest swordsman in the world.
Yeah.
Pretty basic. He's cool. He's got 3 swords, and then later he's down to 1, and I'm sure he'll get more later.
That's right.
Nami, these are kind of the main 3. We see that we meet them all in the first episode, and they're there throughout the whole series of season 1. Nami, the navigator, she's also a thief.
That's right.
She's like the level-headed female member of the 2 of the 3.
She's the girl.
And yeah, she's the quote-unquote girl. Because they needed one. And she doesn't really have a major goal throughout the whole season 1, but we later find out she wants to draw a map of the world. She wants to like actually, make the entire map.
Which is shocking that has not happened yet. Because the pirates are really slowing things down, technology-wise.
Well, I guess the argument there is they can't get through the Grand Line. Like, nobody without a map already existing, right?
Yeah.
Which is still really funny.
And they keep the map for themselves.
Right. Yeah. We have, in quotes, Captain Usopp. Did you get to this guy?
I know. I've gotten to him in the anime, but not in the live action yet.
Okay. Not in live action, okay.
He slaps.
Does he?
Yes. You just don't know yet.
I'm fair. Right now, not a fan. I'll say it. He's funny. He's got like some good charisma going, but honestly, he's just kind of there. But his little thing I wrote up, he's the sharpshooter or the sniper of the group. Is Luffy kind of gave everybody like some nicknames.
Yeah.
Probably going off of or like impersonating like how Shanks gives everyone nicknames and stuff.
Yeah.
His mentor and who Luffy kind of bases his whole piratey self around.
His philosophy.
Exactly. The 4th member of the Straw Hat Pirates, he joined up after defeating Kuro on Syrup Island, and he wants to become a great sea warrior and bring back tales of adventure to Kaya, who is his best friend and possibly future love interest.
Perhaps.
It's hinted at. They smoosh. They smoosh. And lastly, the second best character, Sanji.
He's
the cook.
You.
He's great. He's got flair. He's got style, class. He's in a suit.
I guess.
I can't believe, though, that this man wears a suit while sailing.
He probably smells.
No, anyone
His
smells.
whole suit's
definitely
moldy, absorbing all that sea air.
Musty sea air and onions. He's the cook. He's the fifth and final major crew member. Or I think they ended up, when I was reading the wiki or whatever, they called it the senior members of the crew. So presumably, maybe there's more crew later.
Oh, they don't get to the whole crew? Or have you not finished it?
This is all they get to in season 1.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, fifth member of this season's Straw Hat Pirates, joined after the Straw Hat Pirates saved Baratier, the little restaurant on the open sea.
Yeah.
Dreams of finding the All Blue, which is they don't really say what it is in the show, but it's a mystical sea where all the 4 other seas, north, east, west blue, and south blue, where they all connect.
Yeah.
And it's supposedly like a cook's paradise and fairy tale.
Wow.
But yeah, interesting that they, I guess, don't show off everybody.
I can't believe they didn't get to the best character ever, Chopper.
Oh, okay. No, they just showed these 5.
Wasn't in the budget. The fucking
not
deer.
for this season. Yeah, Monkey, Luffy, Zoro, and Nami show up in the first episode, and then I think it's 4th episode we get Usopp, and 5th or 6th we get Sanji.
Yeah, I see.
So, pretty cool. It's a good length of time to introduce characters, let everybody shine. We get a lot of backstory from all of them, which I really enjoyed. How they introduce the backstory and everybody's why they are the way they are.
Yeah, their deal.
Yep, really good stuff. Do you have a favorite of this group?
I guess Zoro. He's cool. He's my second. He can be my second.
So you're all in on Chopper. Right?
I am all in on Chopper.
Okay, I like Zoro and Sanji are definitely tied for me. I think I really like them both, especially in episodes 7 and 8. They start developing a really good banter, and it's really fun.
Oh yeah, the 2 bros.
Really nice. Yeah, the 2 bros that definitely are broing out, but don't want to admit that either of them are broing out.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna antagonize each other.
Love this.
So those are the protagonists. We have sort of the antagonists, but not really. They're kind of I don't know. I mean, I guess antagonist is the right word.
Yeah, because there's the overarching antagonist of the Marines and the guy who killed Shanks, not Shanks, the pirate, the first Pirate King.
Yeah, which is Garp.
Yeah, but there's they've got a villain of the week type of situation.
They do, which is all shonens do.
Yeah, and this has got so many.
This one has so many, and they're all really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have Garp, also known as Garp the Fist, and Vice Admiral.
I'll
mostly
Garp
just
that
Garp and dude, you'll learn later why they call him the Garp.
I'm sure people have made that joke a dozen times.
Oh no, we're the first for sure. Second in command, I believe, of all the Marines.
Yeah.
I think the only one above him is the Fleet Admiral. He said in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Which he has been offered, apparently, the promotion of Fleet Admiral and turned it down many times.
Ooh, doesn't want that nonsense.
So, right. That's basically what he says. He's I don't want to deal with all the politics of it.
Fair.
Yeah. Later, we find out that Garp is also Luffy's grandfather.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
Small world, somehow.
Yeah. The introduction to that was really good. They're just chasing after each other, and Garp knows Luffy. He hinted at it episodes ago.
Yeah.
but Luffy doesn't know that Garp is the one chasing him, and they're just like, in a tail, firing cannons at each other, and then Luffy just goes to the back of his ship with his telescope. He's like, "Grandpa," and then they cut to Zoro, Nami, and Usopp, and they're just like, they all say in unison, "Grandpa." It was great. Great scene. Kobe, he's the first person that Luffy rescues. Former captive
Glasses kid.
Yeah, Glasses nerd boy. Dreams of becoming a Marine to help people that can't help themselves.
What a guy.
Yep. And then I cannot believe this is his name, because I don't know if they ever said it. I had to go on the wiki to find out what his name was.
Oh.
Fucking Helmeppo.
Helmeppo.
And that's the guy, the haircut guy.
Oh!
That Zoro cuts the hair off of. He's also the son of Axehand Morgan. He's enlisted as a cadet along with Kobe. Originally was first cadet, but then Kobe, boots him out after being favored by Garp.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, and then Helmeppo and Kobe end up being pretty good friends towards the end of it. And then Helmeppo's sort of goal, Kobe's has just become a great Marine. Helmeppo's is he wants revenge against Zoro, basically, for besting him many times.
Petty.
Yeah.
Especially since he started that nonsense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely did. So those are the characters. A brief rundown. Nothing super in-depth. There's a lot more to, learn as you watch the show. I'm sure most of you listeners know more than I do, or already know this, but a lot of stuff to uncover. Some obvious, some not. The other, these are the most recurring characters, but we also have the villains, which I won't really get into, but they're really good.
Yeah.
Did you have or I guess you've only seen the clown.
Yeah, I've only seen the clown in the live action, but Buggy slaps.
Apparently, I have learned that Buggy is more than just a villain of the week.
Yeah, he makes a return. I forget the details of that return, but he does make a return.
Right. I have heard some things. Obviously, it'll be a long ass time before I get to see any.
About 5 years.
Right, exactly. But he's not just quite the villain of the week, which is really good because I think the actor did an amazing job playing him.
Yeah. It adapted surprisingly well into live action. Look at that guy in the anime.
Oh yeah, I looked him up. I looked all their comparisons up, and I was telling Wolf, it's like, Wolf was saying how well it adapted. I'm like, yeah, but Nami's not nearly as snatched as she is in the anime.
They couldn't handle it. Our technology is not at that level yet.
Although I do really like the actress that they got for Nami.
Yeah.
I think she did a great job. But Wolf, I heard that there's some community drama involving this adaptation.
Oh, there always is.
Of course. Lay it on me.
Of course. In the initial announcement, there was outrage at the fact there was going to be a live action One Piece at all. For one, anime right there, and two, anime not done. Three, live action and anime adaptations are always horrible. They
have been historically. Look at the Cowboy Bebop one.
Even when they do serious anime, like Death Note, they still somehow manage to fuck it up. Death Note was
that one not good?
It was awful for live action.
Oh,
and it was prime for being perfectly good because there's a fucking musical and that's good. And they blew it.
Akin to Shrek the musical.
That's right. That's right. And then there's, of course, Avatar, the live action. Everyone knows about that one.
Oh, yeah, that one. We don't talk about that
There's
one.
all the Dragon Ball live actions. There's the Full Metal Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist live action. I'm shocked they haven't tried a Naruto live action. Lucky for us. Right? Lucky for me.
Blow it.
My heart couldn't take it. Boruto's bad enough. But then we get to see a little bit more about the casting, and then it started getting it from the other side, from the Twitter social justice warrior side, because because the like the actors they picked for like to be the actors or whatever, they weren't Japanese. Like not all of them, most of them aren't.
Right, yeah.
Which generally,
you mean in the live action?
Yeah, in the live action, they're not played by Japanese
Right,
Japanese
Luffy's
people.
fucking Spanish.
Yeah. And then that's like, it ends up being like an invalid criticism because they're not Japanese, like at all. I think Zoro is. Does Monkey D. Luffy sound like a Japanese name?
Right.
But also the creator, Oda, he picked this cast. Like
he was apparently, I was reading about it, very involved with this live action.
Yeah.
And not only was involved in it, gave his complete seal of approval when he saw all 8 episodes.
Oh, you love to see that.
He said this was great. He said it was a great live action.
Finally,
although I do think it's I do think it's funny that Luffy's actor is Spanish and Garp's actor is Scottish. and they're supposed to be family.
You know, things happen on the Grand Line.
Oh,
big mixing.
What happens on the Grand Line stays on the Grand Line because nobody can fucking find it.
Oh my god! Imagine you just sail. People are like sailing across the world, and for whatever reason, they can't find like Hawaii or like anything. They just keep managing to skip past it.
Well, I mean, that was basically what Christopher Columbus with India.
Fair enough.
You know, that's what happened to him. That's why he found all the shit that he did find.
Yeah, he sailed right past the Grand Line and found something else.
Oh, man. Fuck Christopher Columbus, by the way.
That's right.
Anyways. I'm surprised that the fans... I guess maybe I shouldn't be, but that the fans were so negative towards the live action. I guess just because of the track record, right? Yeah,
bad track record. It's like, just stop. They were just, plus now, this is going to set a bad example. Because the big old companies they're going to see, oh, the live action anime, it did good. Let's make our own without actually putting any thought into what made it good.
Sure, that's fair.
Because there's a reason it gets fucked up. And it's a multifaceted issue, sort of. It's kind of like, part of it is like, the people adapting it don't, like, care about the source material. It's just like, oh, full of goofy Japanese cartoons. Let's cash in on this. And then it shows. Yeah. But then it becomes an issue of, like, it's like anime. It's anime. It's very unique. It's got its things that you don't see in other, like, types of media. And it doesn't translate well to live action generally. But luckily for One Piece, it doesn't have the big thing that usually causes an issue, and that's glowing people. The absence of that, like Naruto, he glows, he like powers up and he's covered in like fire, which works in animation.
Right.
But it doesn't translate well to live action.
Totally fair, right. I wasn't sure when you meant glowing people. I thought it was like some like term I wasn't familiar with, but these just meant actually glowing people.
Yeah. There's no glowing eyes, there's no glowing bodies, there's none of that.
Right. Yeah. No, that's totally fair.
There's the weird snail phones.
It's a very classic, like Naruto thing, but also,
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where literally they will just fucking glow forever. 20 million stages of glow.
Light up like a glow stick.
Bring their own rave concert.
Oh, speaking of rave concert, like Buggy's scene, the way they adapt it, really cool. Like the circus lighting falling around and the lighting changing and all that.
Oh yeah, I really liked his introduction as well. Like how at the end of I think the first episode where we just see him be like a complete psychopath and laugh into the camera.
Yeah,
really good. I was hoping that they would do that for more of the villains, but I guess it doesn't really work for the next one, who is supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a secret that he's the villain.
Ah, yeah.
So I guess they couldn't really show him off right away. But it's pretty obvious that he's the bad guy.
He's got bad guy vibes.
Literally, yeah. So, but I did like how they portrayed Buggy's whole stuff.
Yeah. Any other
Is that all the community drama?
Oh, There's that as the fact that they said that person's sister is black.
Oh yeah, I only recently saw this, so I don't have much details on it. But apparently, a lot of people are upset, or I say a lot, but there's a subsection of One Piece fans that are upset that Nami's sister, who we see later in the series, is black, and she's not in the anime.
Well, they're ridiculous.
She's not obviously white in the anime.
Yeah.
But she's not also Nami's sister. Well, she's like not her biological sister.
Yeah.
Which is sort of the whole shtick of this, and why it's one of the reasons why it's totally fine to change it.
Yeah, actually, it's actually silly. And those are the same people who probably got mad that Usopp and his dad are black. Even though it's been very obvious that, that's kind of how it was meant to be.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I did look up everybody's like anime portrayed character, and Usopp is definitely the farthest like one that does not look like his anime character. But that's fine. It's more about vibes and everything.
They couldn't commit to the Pinocchio nose.
I was just gonna say, how are you gonna get his broom nose?
Oh, pass out.
So I don't care, because everything else I've seen so far is like really accurate to the manga and the anime.
Yeah.
So
it's so weird how well it works.
Stay mad. Yeah. Well, so what specifically do you think they did right?
It's hard to put into words.
Like all the other ones. Yeah.
It's like, because it's goofy. It's still goofy. It's still goofy and cringy anime, and yet, it's not bad.
Right. It's like, it's sort of, that it's, I even told Wolf, I'm like, some of this is kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But that didn't mean, like, I wasn't a negative comment. It's just like, it's more true to the source material than I guess I was aware of at the time. Because, like, a lot of I saw different clips comparing the anime scenes to the live action scene, and they're really accurate. And which is great, Yeah. It's sort of the whole vibe of, friends to the end, we're fighting for our dreams and our freedom. Like, that's sort of cringe to make the whole thing the mantra around, but it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah,
it's just like, this is kind of like, I've heard this before, I've watched other things and I've seen this before, and it's like, it's only really cringe because nobody says it in real life, which is the only thing.
Exactly.
which again is one of the bad things, but
no one says I fight for my friends if you lay a hand on them.
It's like we kind of think this is cringe because we internalize all of it. Nobody really says I have this dream, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how it is.
It also helps that the actors aren't acting like they are animated. I think that's the other issue that always contributes to it. Like, anime has its things. It's like what are the words? It's certain visuals, like the bleeding nose, the hard eyes, those things like that. They don't translate to live action. When you do try to, it doesn't work. It's too cringe.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. Another thing that I think a lot of other live actions have done reasonably well, but this one definitely did it really, really well, was the set production.
Oh yeah, apparently those are real boats.
Right, like real boats. We already talked about Buggy's whole setup with the lighting in the tent. That was fantastic. I think you haven't gotten to it yet, but my favorite episode so far, I think, was episode 4 or whatever, but it's on Syrup Island as they're getting Usopp, or we're meeting Usopp for the first time, and it's like this horror mansion. Yeah. Really, really well done. That whole scene with the villain and everything was really, really well done. Big fan of that one. I thought that was great. So the whole set production, the costumes, really great. The acting choices, I haven't heard of many of these actors and actresses, but the ones I have, or that I am familiar with, are great. Ooh. And the ones that I'm new to are holding their own. They're doing really well.
Nice. Love to see it.
I'm big fan. Garp, the actor for Garp, this Scottish guy, he's been in a few things that I've really enjoyed and always really like seeing him specifically. So, but yeah, nobody's disappointed
Nice. Now, I thought of an example of what would have made this a bad adaptation.
Oh, go ahead.
So I think it's like episode. Well, it's either episode 1 or episode 2 because that's all I watched. But there's the scene where Luffy finds the devil fruit and eats it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really the way they live action the devil fruit really good. It looks like something ungodly.
It does. It looked fucking disgusting. I'll say it. It looked like he was eating actual rubber. Which is the whole point.
Yeah. But in the anime, he just scarfs that bitch down in one bite. But he actually eats it in the live action. And in a bad adaptation, they would have CGI'd his stupid child mouth opening all the way up to eat that thing in one bite.
Amazing. Yeah.
There you have it, Hollywood. Take notes.
Yeah. True. You heard it here first.
And yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. That wraps up community drama, I think.
Yeah.
We've sort of been spilling into what we do like about it. Another thing I want to add that I thought was really cool, and I'm sure this is just adapted from the anime, especially, almost certainly the manga as well. How when we're introduced to new pirates, we see their wanted posters.
Yeah.
I loved that. I thought it was such a cool touch, and it brings you back into remembering that this isn't like exactly, or what, it's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's like, it's showing that this is an adaptation from a manga, basically.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I thought that, I don't really know the best way to explain it, because they interact with the posters.
Yeah, Buggy like snatches his away.
Right, and there's another one that's in an episode that you haven't seen yet, but he crumples his up and throws it away. Another one, the Arlong pirate guy, Fishman, he like has a sword fin nose.
Yeah.
And he like shreds his with his like sword nose. So that they interact with what is supposed to be like not really in where they are.
Yeah.
It's I'm probably not explaining it well.
Maybe it works because like there are these wanted posters all over like the world. You can see them sometimes. So you could like
they're on walls everywhere.
You could like what's the word? Finagle that's what they do with their posters when they see them. And they're not actually interacting with the camera / breaking the fourth wall.
Right. But I also don't need to think about, okay, why is there a wanted poster there?
Right, exactly.
Right? Like, it just works. It's showing the character, their bounty picture, and how much their bounty is for.
Yeah.
And then they obviously don't like seeing their wanted poster, so they get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
Except for the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah, true. They love it.
They're lit to see theirs for the first time.
Well, Luffy is.
Yeah,
Zoro's
Luffy
not
is.
so much. Zoro is definitely like, no, this is a bad thing. And then Shanks was like, they had a drinking party when they saw Luffy's poster.
Yeah.
So good.
Turn up.
Yeah. Like, obviously there's a lot more good things we could talk about. Is there anything you really didn't like?
Not so far.
So, from what you've seen, yeah.
I've only seen those 2 episodes, and there's nothing that made me stop and go, I've been having a blast.
Right. Yeah, great so far. It's not so much I didn't like this. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of how they, like, showed all the but, like, just the weaponry in general. I thought it was really over the top and like comically weird in a way. Like one guy wears gloves that have swords on all 5 tips. There's another one that has a cross necklace and it's a miniature sword. But then he also has a humongous, literally bigger than him, sword on his back.
I see.
At first I'm like, okay, this is a little silly. It's a little weird. Doesn't really make sense. But once you get through like that and understand that this is just like how everybody is, it's totally fine. Like I got past it pretty quickly. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool to see everyone's different, the way they use weapons and everything like that. Like Zoro has 3, but we never see him use them all. And at the scene where we finally do see him use all 3, he puts it in his mouth.
Yeah, they don't linger on
like,
it. They don't get into how it works.
Right, and they don't need to. You can just understand that this is how it is and this is that it works.
Yeah, that's his thing.
It's great. That's another one of the things that makes this adaptation well, I think. They don't need to explain it.
Oh man,
It's just this is the world and it works this way.
Speaking of goofy things, one thing I've heard that is a goofy thing that was cut out. One of the villains, maybe not the main big bag, but a important villain. I wish I knew which one, but apparently he dies by the end of this arc. But in the live action adaptation, they don't show his death. Because it was just too fucking ridiculous. Because in the manga and the anime, he dies by falling down the stairs. That's it. That's the end of him.
Interesting. I don't know who that could be. Because all the other ones, I remember their deaths or lack of death.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, we can find out.
I haven't gotten to it. Interesting. If it's in this one, you have to remind me.
Yeah. I'll keep my eyes out.
Yeah. Well, one guy doesn't die, but literally Luffy punches him out through the window.
God.
And just like, then we don't ever see him again until like at the end of the episode.
In a hospital
really
bed,
funny.
wrapped in bandages.
Yeah. He wishes. Oh, yeah. All right. Any last minute things to say?
Nah, that's it. That's One Piece.
In all its entirety. Rating is, I guess, the last bit of wrap up you have.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
So far. Yeah. I watched the whole thing. I would say solid 8.5, maybe even a 9 if I really thought about it further. So I really enjoyed it. However, this does not make me... Oh, I have 2 more things to say. First thing was something I talked about earlier, is that I refuse to believe that the anime has so much important content that they need to go 1,000+ episodes.
It doesn't.
There's no way that anyone can convince me that all 1,000 or even, I would argue maybe even half that are integral episodes.
According to Oda himself, 1,000 of those chapters of episodes are not integral. He said the arc he's starting now, you can start right there and that's all you need.
God, I hate it. I'm not, and this sort of leads into my second point, that this live action in no way makes me want to watch the manga, watch the anime or read the manga.
That's fair.
I have no interest in doing that, but I am thoroughly enjoying this live action. I will watch the next season, the week it comes out.
Watch it never come because they can't figure out how to do Chopper right.
From everything I've heard, that like it's almost entirely positive feedback, including the reviews from people that normally give shit reviews and don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 95% or something.
Ooh.
And a lot of the other Who Cares ratings gave it a really high. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's already confirmed season 2. I haven't looked it up, but very well could be.
Yeah. Or at least,
but
yeah.
That's the One Piece.
I gotta show you the opening for that. The very first one, there's like a way back when anime was first being brought over to America, 4 kids had the rights to everything, and so they would do their own versions of the anime opening songs for whatever reason. And I gotta say, the One Piece pirate rap, pretty iconic.
I actually did see something about the pirate rap.
I
was searching something, and it came up in like the sentence completed thing. It's like pirate rap. I'm like, what is this?
I'm shocked they didn't drop a reference to it into the show.
Yeah, that leads us right into the random question of the week.
Random.
Rain's question of the week. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant. Wolf, what is it?
What devil fruit would you eat?
That's right. We didn't really go into it because I'm assuming you all know, but the devil fruit, we went into it a little bit. When you consume it, you accept a deal with the devil to inherit whatever the fruit's power is, but you're weak to seawater.
Yeah, the ocean. So, no pirates.
The ocean. You can't swim. Salt water makes you super weak. You lose all your powers.
Yeah.
And
not just that you can't swim, you sink to the bottom of the ocean like a rock.
Right, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And there are 200 of them apparently.
Yeah, 205. That's more than I thought.
not knowing how many there were at the start, I told Wolf I thought there'd be like 10 or maybe 20. But that fucking turns out there's 200 of them.
Oh my god.
All right, Wolf. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to?
Sure.
Okay.
My devil fruit would be the mark fruit.
Okay, we did not pick the same one.
Can you imagine? 205 and we picked the same fucking one. Allows users to mark a person as as their target, and any weapon thrown with that same hand will chase us after that person forever until it hits.
I did read that one. I thought it was pretty funny.
I'd be such a nuisance.
You'll be like not even like threatening things. You just like crumple up a ball of paper and just tuck it at someone.
It's following you across the campus.
You're like a water balloon from like 2 miles away. Okay. I didn't really think about this like in depth when I was picking mine. But do you think the mark fruit is like worth the cost of like the seawater weakness?
Yeah, I fucking hate the ocean, my guy.
Okay, fair enough.
I go to the beach,
then any
hate
of the
it.
fruit is probably. Yeah, I don't like the beach either, so not so much of a bad deal for me.
Indeed.
I'd pick the shadow fruit.
Let me scroll down.
Stupid name, but allows the user to create and control shadows, animating and freely manipulating their own shadow, as well as stealing other people's shadows. I don't really know the extent of this like power in the One Piece universe, obviously, but it sounds horrifying.
It's huge and it's horrifying. My God.
It sounds it. Do you know like much about it?
Yeah, it's one that probably somehow managed to be the one thing I would know about.
Oh my god, tell me about it.
One sounds much cooler in Japanese. It's the shiki fruit.
That is much cooler.
And this
shadow fruit sounds lame.
This devil fruit, this almost took out the entire Straw Hat crew. My god. They were
really?
on their last fucking ropes.
I just picked an OP one.
It was like them in combination with like, I forget what their thing was, but they manipulated candle wax.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, so the shadow guy had them like trapped in place while candle wax slowly rained down upon them, slowly turning them into statues that would eventually die.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
I just picked that one because it sounded really cool and horrifying.
Wax fruit, there it is.
Incredible.
I'm
stealing everybody's shadows. So the other one that I was picking between that one and the press fruit, which gives the user complete control over gravity, which sounds utterly busted.
That's broken as fuck.
You could just do anything.
Press.
Yeah, incredible. Also, I was like, when I first heard about the gum fruit, I was telling Wolf, I'm like, where's the cum fruit? And it turns out it's real.
Yeah, the cream fruit.
The cream fruit. Where is it? Cream fruit allows the user to create and control cream. Why?
Cream
is this
controller.
The power?
She gotta control the cream.
Someone's gotta bear the burden.
Someone had to eat that fruit.
What fruit would Rain have?
Let's see. Maybe like maybe the sick fruit.
What's that one do?
Allows users to infect other people with various diseases. Oh no, the spin fruit.
What? What's that one?
Allows users to make parts of their bodies spin like a propeller.
I just found it. That's a great one. You definitely have that one.
The spin. Give her the good spin.
First, Ridiculous Crew yoinks their shadows. Then we spin them and then we throw shit at them. They can't get away. The ultimate terror.
We call it the dryer.
Put them in the dryer.
The tumble setting.
Rough and tumble settings. Can't buy this at Home Depot.
Oh my god.
The ultimate menace of the seas.
The in-home washer dryer.
Read the next one, by the way. Stick fruit allows users to create and control mucus.
Ew. The Mew fruit.
Oh, gross. Oh, all right.
Oh god.
Wolf, Take it away.
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 90 of You're Ridiculous.
Woo!
If you liked all that, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons and hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, be sure to hit the plus and give us 5 stars to support the show. You can follow us across the internet, the main cast at ridiculous_cast on Instagram and Twitter, and you can follow Lucas at 7angryWasps with an E, and me at Rainbow Does without the W. We hope to see you guys all again next week, but until then, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.